Hello.
Hey,
How are you, Danny?
good, Andrea. How are you?
I'm great. Lovely to see you again.
Awesome to see you. Thank you for inviting me here. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Excited. I'm excited. All right.
So let's
What's
address.
happening? Anything in the news?
Yeah, I was just gonna say let's address the first thing,
Yes, 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 yes.
and that is the sad passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Yes,
Big love out. Big love.
big love to her. Um, Obviously, that's you know what? I could feel the wave of emotion going across North America last night as it happened.
Yeah.
As the news went out, you could just feel that wave of grief and sadness and surprise because so many people were caught off guard, including you and I, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And as well as that wave that was just passing. There was a number of people that had been feeling that she's still going to be helping us from
Yeah.
the other side, that her presence is so strong that she's not given up yet just
No.
because she left this plane of existence. She's still she's not going to take a break, in my opinion, and my feelings, until probably December, and then she's going to go. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
take a little.
she's still going to shepherd everyone through this.
I think so. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. So, it's really sad. And what I'm trying to focus on is just her accomplishments and her drive and what she gave to everybody. It's so powerful. She never gave up. Never. Anyway, so
Yeah.
we were
Just a lot
so
of gratitude and a lot of thank you to her. Just
yeah.
sending, instead of everyone being stressed, just send out that love and thank you kind of
Right.
vibe, right? Instead of, oh my God,
Yeah.
what are we going to do? Turn that into love and thankfulness, and then she'll still stay with us.
Right. Well, yeah. And inspired action, because she never, I mean, she never gave up, and her body was breaking down. She kept going.
She kept going. The strength
Yeah.
of this little tiny lady was.
So, use that for motivation as we go forward
Yes.
with our challenges and struggles, especially in this political climate. It just feeds us to be better people.
Better people, yes. Learn from her example is what we should be doing. Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you to her, and now we all have to move forward with her strength.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So let's read on something that's going to be near and dear to her heart. Is not so much the person. So we have the Republicans vowing to fill the seat.
Right.
And in 2016, they said, oh, hell no, we're not going to do that. Let me straighten me out here. Yeah. And so there's a couple of Republicans that are saying, no, we're not going to do that. They're going to grow a spine. Let's hope. So we can see if any of that is going to be there, or what the energy of the pick, the person that's going to take her space in that court is going to be.
See if we can get a vibe of who that might be.
Yeah.
Energy wise.
Right.
Okay, so first, do we want to see if they're going to fill the spot by the end of the year?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Because I thought I read somewhere that they can't, if there was a discrepancy with the voting, you need all of the judges to be, all the seats to be filled to deal with that if there was issues about the voting. Does that ring a bell to you? Like legally, I guess because the
They have,
Supreme Court would get involved, I guess, if if there's issues with the voting.
well, yes, the Supreme Court would get involved, and that's interesting. I'll have to look that up to see if they have to have a full court.
Yeah, I
For
thought I read
that.
that this morning. So,
Right.
well, let's see. We'll. Interesting. I was feeling a lot of movement as I was doing this, like a rush probably from the Republicans to get that seat filled.
Right.
And I've got some movement cards here. I just felt like.
Huh.
What are you getting?
Well, it's interesting. I'm going to probably pull on this a little more. The first card oops, where's my camera? There it is. The first card I got was Justice, and I went, oh. And when I pulled that, I was getting this feeling like, yes, they will, but it's going to be somebody that is going to be agreeable to everybody. Well, to the Democrats anyway.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a more balanced, liberal-ish type of justice. The second card I got was the Sun card. And then I got the Fool, which is certainly a movement card. But then I got the Nine of Swords at the very end. So it feels like, if I would have to say, are they going to fill that spot? I would say that this card is telling me no, but the other three cards are saying that they're trying to move towards that direction, but the final outcome is no.
That's what I got. I got no with the question. They won't do it before, but it's interesting. I got the medical sign. The base of the deck is her. It's almost like out of respect they don't fill it because of her passing, or her passing is so enormous that they can't possibly fill it. So I got the Sun card too. I got the Sun in movement. But it's going to take time. And I kind of think it might not happen until Democrats are in. But do you want to see if we can get a vibe of who the person might be?
Let's see. Let me just pull. Do another pull on if they're going to. Let me try just to get a little clearer. Are they going to fill this spot before? No, they're not. And again, with the reading that I get, it's there's just a lot of battling.
I had my shit show card, so there's going to be a lot of, and the negative card followed it. So there's going to be a lot of battles, a lot of bickering.
Right, and at the center of it is Ruth's energy of strength, right, and what she means to the world.
Yeah.
And then, you have the government in the past, and then you have someone trying to pull some crap in the potential near future, and then all the other cards are lonely, dark, lost, and that's the final outcome. So I am not sensing at this time that they're gonna be able to do that
by the end of the year. Yeah.
But they're gonna try.
They're gonna try.
And they're gonna create some chaos.
Yeah.
But
okay.
And that's something else that we can read on too, is out of this chaos, how does that motivate the people who on the left? And I don't want to say left so much as just people that want to see a balanced, fair court.
Yes.
How does that motivate people who want,
to get out and vote, to get out and, reach out to their elected officials.
Right. And it's, to me, it's a shame that it comes down to the left and the right, meaning a better point of view or a lesser point of view. But the Republicans have been such a brown card show, if you know what I mean.
Well, I know.
And they're so, and they project such an, to me, it's just evil. I mean, how Mitch McConnell, how could he go, screw you, in 2016, we didn't let you nominate anybody. Oh, but now we're going to ram it through. It makes
no sense.
So I just think that they're evil.
So
they have evil tendencies. Trying to be good here.
Evil adjacent.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to get a vibe on who's going to fill the seat when it happens.
Yeah. Let me switch decks.
Let's see if we can get a vibe on who fills Ruth's seat. Those are mighty little big shoes to fill.
Woof. Yeah. I don't think I can get my little toe in that shoe. Wow.
I'm getting a lot of female energy here.
Yeah.
Like it's all female.
Well, I'm going to have to stand up for the male energy. I got 2 cards that say male. But yeah, it's going to be I'm getting a lot of that female energy too. So, what do you got?
Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, Strength with female, obviously.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce how you say that. The Ferulit woman.
Yeah.
And Queen of Pentacles, a lot of strong women.
Wow. Yeah. So, I get, who is this? Knave of Wands, female energy. Knave of Chalices, female energy. The Knight of Chalices, one guy. I got another one coming up though, so. And then I have Temperance. I got, again, your Queen of Swords with the 4 of Cups, which is, even though this card says loss, so it may not be the perfect pick, but when you look at all the cups in here, there's more full cups than spilled cups. There's 5 full cups here. So you have all the full cups here in this one. So this card to me is like oh, you may perceive this as a loss right now, but it's really a big win in this particular deck. And then the Knave of Pentacles. So where I'm getting, the vibe I'm getting from this is it's going to be a young female that's bringing a lot of news, a lot of energy to the courts, along with balance. So it's not going to be so much an extreme liberal. It's going to be more, a little bit of more balanced, but do not mess with her.
No,
She is
she's fantastic.
super strong.
Yeah. She's amazing, whoever she is. The other half of the throw that I have is interesting. So that is 45, holding court. And he thinks that all these people are going to be loyal to him, or they're going to try to help him ram this through, because that's next, right? They're going to try to ram the pick through next. But it doesn't work. It's empty. Their thing is empty. And then he's upside down. So his plot is toppled.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because this woman is, whoever she is, man, I love her.
Yeah. It's
and you know what's interesting? The women are in combinations of red and blue. Right? So she's, as you said, but the base one, it was this in purple. So red and blue together, if you mix them together, is purple. Yeah. And I think you're right. She's going to be very balanced on both sides.
Right.
She's not one way or the other 100%. She's very balanced and thoughtful.
Yeah, with my cards, so I'm looking at the colors on my cards. Yeah. Well, this one, she's naked, so kind of. But the ones that do have clothes on in this deck is so goofy. I love it. It's my Scarab deck, Los Scaribo deck.
Okay.
It's so cool. But anyway, red. Red and then blue. So, and again, I just think that it's there's more of a balance. It's just not one way, but she's really strong, really forceful.
Yes.
And it's going to be just, I think she's going to shake things up. Oh yeah. What was that?
Strength. Yeah. So she's very strong.
Yeah. And I think she's just going to shake things up a little bit in the court. So. Yep.
She feels good. Maybe Ruth is going to help guide her there, right?
Oh, I bet.
And do you want to see if it's going to get people to get out and vote, or?
Well, we can do a quick one on it. I really sense that it is. Yeah. I feel that down.
It's almost going to galvanize the movement even more because of this.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And I liked your interpretation of 45 because I felt that too, that he's just, he's losing his power with the Republicans.
Yes.
I don't know if that's, just my hope or it's really happening, but I feel like it is. Like he's just not.
Well, because that card just showed up for him. He thought everyone was going to be loyal, and then no one was there.
Yeah, no one's there.
No one's there.
Yeah. I was thinking last week, another one of his best people ever that he hires left, and that was Pence's coronavirus assistant or whoever. She was big in his task force. And she left, and Pence goes, yes, another disgruntled employee. And it's just like, how many of those disgruntled people can you have?
That's
Everybody's just, yeah, it's so huge. The only people that he has are his family, who he's paying, and the people that are going to be locked up when he leaves. Those are the only people that are staying, somewhat loyal to him. So let's see about.
Or he has stuff on them, so they have to stay.
Right.
All right. So how's this going to affect the people of the states?
Yes. Is this going to
I asked if it was going to galvanize them, and yes is at the base of the deck. So this is going to help.
Yes.
I have voting, getting out and voting. I have things coming to light, like maybe their consciousness. And I feel like there's going to be a new trust in the government, because so many people are going to go out and vote for Biden, that there's this is a big change. People are involved with the change. They're going to move this forward.
Right.
Out of the chaos.
Yeah. Right. And I'm getting a little different take on it. And because there's still going to be challenges, and there's still going to be fighting with this. So at the center is the moon card, which is, we're feeling the loss so strongly, and it's being crossed by this worry and this loss. But at the base of it is the calmness, is the Queen of Cups, and that is bringing forth a new set of information and a new calmness that is moving us.
Oh yeah.
Moving us towards victory, towards a good win. And it's going to be like magic that comes up, right? So it's going to be like, wow, look at this. We have the Fool's Journey starting out new. This is what's going on internally. It's still going to be, we can't like go, oh, it is magic. It's perfect now. No, it's a heavy load that she kept going with. And we're getting new information that is going to be coming out, that is going to solidify things. But again, I get this card. When we feel the loss, don't look at it as loss. Look at the cup that is being presented, and remember all the good that we have. And we have the Wheel of Fortune at the end.
Yes.
So I just feel like it is going to energize us. We cannot get bogged down into the bickering, the back and forth, the day-to-day news cycles, because that just kind of traps us.
Yeah.
And we have to be calm and go on our journey. So
with a hopeful spirit, like in the Fool card.
Yes.
You have to trust and have that hopeful spirit. Don't get caught in the mire, as you were saying. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So many times we hear, when we're doing something, when we're trying to figure out how we're going to get from point A to point B, we get so caught up in, well, what's the next step?
Yeah.
And so then we never go. So if we just go, well, you know what? I'm just going to trust that next step is not going to lead me off a cliff, and take the first step and not figure out, oh, I don't have enough money for this, or I don't have that. Just don't worry about how it's going to happen. Just allow it to happen.
That leap of faith.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Okay.
Let's get into some world news.
World news. Two big heads and the world.
That's my big head. It is big. I do have a big head. My head's bigger than yours now.
Challenge accepted.
Oh boy. Woo.
Okay.
All right.
What do you want to do next, Danny?
Okay. So, do you know how what age range your subscribers and viewers are in? Mine are all of the WeChat age in TikTok. All my subscribers are on WeChat and TikTok.
I don't believe you.
I'm going, what the hell is WeChat? And why is it important? And I was talking to a friend of mine. She's from Germany. And I'm just going to say hi to her now. And she was talking, she's just so distraught with all that's going on. And she has a 15, 16-year-old son. And she goes, oh, now he doesn't like Trump because he took away WeChat and TikTok. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's good news, I guess. So we can read on how WeChat or TikTok?
What and the why. So just to fill in a little bit, the TikTokers, the young kids, they got together and they screwed up Trump's rally in, he had some rally and they bought
Tulsa.
Yeah, and they bought all the tickets or put their names in for the tickets and held all the tickets, and then none of them showed up. Like, I'm talking thousands of these kids brought down 45. So if you don't think he's not enraged and, you kids get off my lawn. You're not going to do that again. So I think that's why.
Oh my gosh.
They made him mad, so now he's going to take their toys away. Right?
Yes. So the you kids get off my lawn. Did you ever have a paper bag and it was full of your brown card and you'd put it on somebody's doorstep, you'd light the bag, ring the doorbell and run?
Yes. I never did it, but I know. I forget the name of that is called, but yes, you light it on fire, they step on it, and the brown stuff goes everywhere.
That was the image I had when you said, you kids get off my lawn. I could see Trump coming out of the White House, you kids, and looking down and seeing this bag on fire and him stepping on it.
So he's trying to step on TikTok and WeChat. Seriously.
Oh, this just went south.
But it's true. Like, he must be enraged that these teenagers screwed up his big rally that was going to be awesome.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. All right. So let's see.
Let's see if, I don't even know why.
What question?
Sort of the why is he attacking the social media platforms for the kids, or
well,
what's his end game, or I don't know. Like, how are you even allowed to shut them off?
Because he claims it's
Oh, he claims it's a security risk.
a security issue because China's going to have all our data.
China already has all the data.
Did you see that Netflix show, the Social Network or something? It's frightening. All the data, everything that people have, Google and stuff. So maybe that's I don't know.
I mean, all the information's out there. So this TikTok and WeChat, and not only that, that's just mostly kids using it, I think, or young adults. So
Yeah.
what does he care?
Right.
Interesting.
Well, let's just pull. I'm just going to pull something, just a general on these social media platforms, because I can't figure out the question that I want to ask. So we'll just see
what's going on with WeChat.
What their lifespan is, or just general. What do we need to know about these? What do we need to know about these? What do we need to know about WeChat?
I'm not really getting anything.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, some of the cards are upside down, and it's just like,
it's I'm not getting any images, any feelings from this. It's kind of all over the map a little bit.
But I wonder if, because I asked, what's the story with WeChat and TikTok, and sort of what's the outcome or whatever, and there's nothing here that tells me anything. So maybe they're not harmless. They're just apps.
Well, it does bring light to some. Oops, there we go. It does bring light to some people. It pulls people out of their shells, their caves, and they, it is people working together, but then the rest of the cards are all like solitary cards, lonely cards.
Yeah, look at my first card is just what you're explaining. Lonely. Is that the app coming out to the person who feels lonely? So while you were talking, I was just thinking, is he trying to take down forms of communication so people can freely talk to each other about what's really going on? Versus, let's say, if Facebook is controlled by Zuckerberg and can control the messages, do you know what I mean? Like, if this is a free platform for people to really say what's going on and uncensored, in the sense that government isn't controlling their words, is that what he's trying to say about? Because I see this is at the base of the reading, like he's trying to get rid of those apps, but I don't really see that as the outcome.
Yeah.
I see some battles, right? But
it's interesting you said it, because I got the same 4 cups that you did.
Yeah.
And when you said, is he trying to control that? And as soon as you said that, I went, well, yeah.
Yeah.
He does. I mean, and then what's he doing with that he's got a new education platform that says um, um, that we need to teach the right history or something.
You know what
And
that,
I'm like,
you know what that means.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The white history.
Yeah. That's what that means.
And I'm like, and I'm in agreement that there is a lot of misinformation in our history books that, say, oh, the Mayflower landed and, and everybody was eating turkey and over Thanksgiving. It was, I mean, there's so much misinformation on that, and it should come to light. But I certainly don't want him telling me what the right information is. Oh my gosh. So yeah, anyway, we didn't get much with TikTok.
No, it just feels like, I think we might have hit more on, well, one, he's furious at them. And two, he's trying to control the communication.
Yeah.
Because I think the bigger story will be, what apps is he not trying to close down? Because those would be companies on his side. You know what I mean?
Right. Like Twitter, but I mean, he gets upset with them too. So.
Very interesting. I still love that. You kids get off my lawn.
Ding dong.
What was the Dennis the Menace with the little boy and the older neighbor, and
yeah.
he gets so frustrated at the little kid. It's like that. I was proud of those kids for doing that, for them to go and get those tickets, screw up that.
Yeah. Oh, it was so funny because they're all going, we got 1 million people coming, and they built all these extra stages.
Yeah.
Nobody was there. All right. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's get into some National Enquirer type, celebrity type stuff.
Let's do it.
Amal Clooney.
Okay, Celebrity Central. Yes, hit me. What's going on?
Here we go. Amal Clooney. So
married to George Clooney.
Married to George.
A movie star, and that's very important.
Yes. And he is very political in his own way. She is extremely political in her own way. She is, she was the UK's envoy. She quit her role as the UK's envoy on press freedom in dismay at the government's willingness to break international law over Brexit. And I'm like, what was that sentence?
Yeah, what?
It's a why? What? And so I guess what it is there's a hang on one second. The international law is the internal market bill that she's talking about. And the internal market bill sets up operation between UK markets of trade between England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. And what she left over was a bill that would say we get to do anything we want with our trade agreements, even if it breaks international law. And she goes, no, you can't do that. You just can't say Brexit is changing all of the international laws just to leave. So she left. That's kind of what I got with it. So we read on Brexit before and found out that it really wasn't going to happen.
No.
So is, I guess, the question. Let's just read on Amal Clooney since she's in there, and let's see what we get if she is if she's going to have any other roles. She going to take Ruth's place?
Okay, Amal Clooney. What is her?
Amal Clooney. What is going on with you, Amal Clooney? Wow. Wow. Interesting cards.
Yeah. So I had this fly out. So that would be her distress
Ooh.
over that situation. And then the Chariot.
Yeah.
So she left the situation. She's feeling still a bit, I want to say gagged, like she can't really say everything she saw and
Wow.
witnessed. But moving forward, she is going to move on to bigger and better things. I have a feeling, is she going to help with refugees? And it's interesting that you said the Supreme Court, but I kind of feel like that's the White House. Some more, someone said George Clooney might run for president. I'm not going there right now, but I'm saying she might have more international diplomatic, like stepping up more.
Yeah.
And exposing what just happened may be part of that.
Right.
What did you get?
I can almost mirror what you just got there.
Whoa.
Almost. Final outcome. One of the outcomes of this. The Hierophant, which is, the higher authority. This is a government card. And the Ten of Coins, which is also, she's, it's more of a structure to me in this, which when you put it next to the Hierophant, a higher structure of finance and the way that money should be spent versus using it for bribes and stuff.
Right.
I did get the Sun card.
Mm-hmm.
I did get your Eight of Swords card where she feels really restricted.
Yeah.
And I got her searching for the truth all the time. And the first two cards were the Two of Cups and Justice. So she is constantly looking for the truth and justice. She brings a lot of light energy to the restrictions of other people in the world.
So maybe that's part of this card, like her helping those people,
right,
bringing things to light,
right.
This is like international. Like she's going to grow more, be bigger than she is now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I see that. I see that with the Nine of Cups and the Sun card.
Yeah.
And she has the Wheel of Fortune, which is, it's just like, she can do pretty much anything she wants. She has the finances to do that. It's interesting in this card, though, that the money is blocking the view.
Yeah.
From this card, but at the very top, there is this beam of light that comes straight down. And to me, that is like a little ace of swords, just coming down with the truth that is allowing this money to be used for something better than just greed and paying off your enemies. And
Right.
so Amal Clooney,
Yeah.
you know, she's got there's so much, she's dealing with so much darkness and sadness, but she brings so much light to it.
She's very smart. I'll tell you, very smart woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. So I think her leaving this situation is going to propel her into bigger things.
Yes.
For exposing what they were doing, like only elevating her.
Right.
Yeah. But I think she is restricted on things she did see and hear that she can't say. At least not now.
Okay. Yeah. And I also see that restriction in just the inability to move forward as quick as she wants things to move.
Yeah.
So, you know, she sees so much of the injustice. That's what I was getting. So,
yeah.
Interesting. George Clooney for president.
Well, Ronald Reagan was a president. He was an actor.
Yeah. Donald Trump was an actor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We call that a reality star.
I don't think there's any reality about it. It's like, oh my gosh. All right. You want to throw one out?
For Georgie?
No. Well, we're on Great Britain.
Okay.
Barbados is removing the Queen as head of state next year.
Which is enormous.
So what's going on with the monarchy? Are they going to be, where are they going? I'm going to use my new deck. Ooh.
Show us your new deck.
This is my new deck. Can y'all see it? This is my 5-cent deck. Someone recommended it to me and I looked at it and I went, it's got a shark on it. It's got all these crazy animals. I don't think it's going to be good to actually read on like YouTube because the images they're hard to see what they are. You know, it's like, what is that? And you really kind of have to look really hard. But anyway, I'm going to use my new deck on this. My 5-cent deck. I love the images of it. I love the feel of the cards. They've got some a texture to them. They're really, really neat. So
we're going to do a general throw on the British monarchy. Sort of
right.
What's going on, what's to come kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay. Wow.
I see the Queen ending soon. Let me see Charles. almost a foolish king. I hope he's not, but Charles stepping in. Uh, I don't think this makes the people happy. I hate to say it, but this kind of feels like William's reign is not
Ooh,
so great. And then I wonder if I don't see George. What's George's sister? The Charlotte?
I, I don't
I
know.
think so. Prince William's children are George and Charlotte, and then there's another little boy. I wonder if she. I wonder if George doesn't want to be king, and then we have rebirth, so a change in how the monarchy is, and she may bring the end to the monarchy. Charlotte.
Mm,
That's pretty heavy. I just thought
yeah.
a little light throw.
So, um, I did pretty much just like a 411 of the monarchy. What's the general feel about that? What, the people feeling, and then I pulled one card for each of, 1, 3, the next 3 years, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So the general feeling I got is that they're being reckless with what they're doing. So they're not paying attention to what the people are wanting, and they're very, very isolated. Um, there's they're facing this resistance, and and there's just loss.
Mm,
So um, it's not good for them, but they've got their convictions and they're staying in place, and they're not moving with the times. They're just staying as the monarchy that has a whole bunch of money, and all these people are going, well, what are you doing for us? That's kind of the feeling I got, and they're kind of like in this suspension mode. Um, and they have the Wheel of Fortune behind them, but it's reversed. So I'm not I'm not seeing it like going on.
no, I see some drama ahead.
Yeah,
But then a rebirth, like it's the monarchy changes. Um, do they just become figureheads instead of, this grandiose palaces and things like that?
right,
Yeah.
right. So the first year, the three of wands, three of matches, which they're planning, they're 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 still going forward. First year, it's fine, it's all good. They're continuing to go, and then in the nearer future, the world is upside down. So they're not. There's something going on
Yeah.
after that year, whether it's year 2, year 3, whatever. And then further on down the road, it's um, it, this is the 10 of buttons reversed, 10 of pentacles reversed, which means all the family money. There's fights and things going on with the family money, and who has the right legacy. And
Yeah.
it's so I'm not seeing it thriving and growing. um, I think that this Barbados thing is just a start in them moving on to a different direction.
Because Canada is under the British monarchy. So I wonder
Oh,
if more countries will become independent.
well, what are people saying up in Canada about being in the monarchy? Is it just like,
Nothing.
what? Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
And what would happen? What would happen if if Canada went on its own and was out from underneath the monarchy? I mean, what does the monarchy do for you all?
It's a very good question that I cannot answer.
Okay.
Because it's not, I wouldn't say it's an active presence.
Yeah, right.
It's just like, like in all the schools and stuff, there's pictures of the queen, that kind of, so it is always a
Yeah.
presence. And
Is it the young queen or the old queen? Like the young Elvis, old Elvis?
every time a new portrait gets done for her, they replace it.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's like on her stamps and things like that.
Yeah.
And when Prince Harry left the family, he went to British Columbia, which is in Canada, because
Right.
it's still within the Commonwealth, until I guess they sorted that all out, and then they went down to your neck of the woods.
You're right. Hollywood, baby.
Gosh, I hope those two kids can make it.
I hope so too. I
Two
can't
young
wait for
kids
them.
with a baby trying to make it in Hollywood.
I know.
On their
All by
own.
themselves. Oh my gosh. And they have a new Netflix deal. Oh my God. Okay. So that's something that we can read on World News next time we do this. Do a little bit of research into what's going on. What does the monarchy actually bring to Canada? Because I have no idea, and I'm just.
And I think they oversee other countries too. Terrible to me. I mean, it used to be many more.
Right.
Every generation or so, they start to leave the monarchy.
Right. And it's hard to, until it starts affecting you one way or the other. It's, why dig into it if it's not even affecting you? So that's, yeah. So we'll look into that for next time. Do a little history. And that's what I like about, doing tarot. I'm learning so much more than I ever would have, because, sometimes when I throw and I haven't done my research, I get called out on it pretty hard. And that's a good thing, So do some research, find out what's going on, so the throws can be a little more informed than not. So
more information is good. It all helps.
Yeah. So well, let's do one. I've done a lot of research on this next one. Is Elon Musk an alien? What?
I love it. In fact, the answer has to be yes, right? It just without even knowing anything, I'm going to just say yes.
You haven't done your research?
No, well, a little bit. Well, he named his child something that would be an alien name.
Really?
His most recent child, did you see?
No.
It's like A1X, like an upside down Z or something. I don't know. It wasn't a word. It was like a code or something. I don't know. He just had a baby this year, named it and the state of California said they couldn't name him the baby that. They had to change it slightly, and I forget the reason why, but it's still, it looks like an alien name.
That's so funny.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I worked at a company called NBI, and people kept going, what does that mean? And it was nothing but initials, because the guy who created this, it was a tech company. The guy who created this, he wanted to, it was a formula or an equation. And they said, you can't do that. And he goes, well, why not? He goes, you got to have a name. So he came up with nothing but initials.
Nice.
Maybe that guy was Elon Musk and I didn't know it.
Yeah, check out the kid's name. You can't even, I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't think you can. All right. Is Elon Musk an alien? Is Elon Musk
Elon Musk, an alien.
an
Should I
alien?
use my pumpkin deck for that? No, no. It's Elon Musk.
An alien. Possibly. I'm definitely getting a possible. Yeah. He's from somewhere else. He moved here from somewhere else. Guilty with an upside down home. So maybe he's not from here. Or maybe he has information from out there.
Yeah, yeah.
I did not get a definitive yes or no. So
I didn't either, but I got the High Priestess reverse, which is telling me that there are secrets. Is Elon Musk an alien? There are secrets about this. And then I got the King of Swords, which is, and that is reversed too, which is that there's some higher truth, but it's not saying it's alien. So I'm not getting anything that necessarily is alien. I'm getting wishful thinking with the Seven of Cups, that he just comes up with a lot of these breakthroughs from a higher source.
yeah, I just got his crown chakra, his third eye, and the target. So he is receiving or meditating. He's doing something to get these ideas he has.
Yes.
They come from elsewhere.
And he's extremely action oriented.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? With all his stuff. All right, so
we're kind of going with not an alien, but getting information.
Very correct.
Yeah.
Correct. All right, so
okay.
Do you want to read on the Georgia Guidestone since we're off in alien land?
This is the stuff I live for. This is what I live for.
Okay.
You are right up my alley right now.
I'm like, somebody asked about this, and I'm like, this is an Andrea question for sure.
I mean, it's fascinating that these enormous slabs, are they marble?
They are, okay, well, this is 20-foot high granite slabs.
Granite.
Known as the Georgia Guidestones, are inscribed with a series of admonitions for a future age of reason. So it's billed as American Stonehenge.
Yeah.
They're
written in many languages, right? They're written in several languages.
Yes. Built to instruct survivors of an Armageddon that the mystery man, whoever built this, feared was all too near. The identity of the man who called himself R.C. Christian is a secret that his banker, who has all this money, who is obviously paid for him, he knows who this R.C. Christian is, and he goes, I'm not telling anybody. I made the name up. I'm not telling you who he is. So I don't know what the question is. You're the one out there in space. What's the question for this?
Join me out in space.
Yeah.
I think the question is, Let's see if we can figure out who R.C. Christian is. It's very interesting. So they've obviously decided to build this. Should there be an Armageddon, they are thinking that these granite stones will stand the test of whatever happens, and that survivors will see these. And I don't know what's written on them. I'd have to investigate that more. Is it like history or what the world was, or how to behave? Do you know what it's written on them?
No, it's
Yeah. Well, guide stones. It must be a guide to how to live, or
right.
what's what.
And yeah, and there was a lot of different languages, and some that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
That we don't know what it is. So
Okay. Let's see who R.C. Christian is.
okay, now this is going way beyond.
Now you're swimming in my pool.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm swimming.
You got your toe in the little in the pool.
I think I may be drowning. Let's just see. Come up for air. Let me see what I can get. Oh, I can wear a snorkel.
Yes, see?
All right. Okay, I'm getting there. Wearing a snorkel in the mystery pool. Who is R.C. Christian?
Ooh. Straight up, he's trying to, first three cards, he is trying to tell the world what he knows. So crown chakra, what he knows. Georgia Guidestone's world. So let me see what else comes out. Did you get anything?
Well, as I'm pulling, I got, he is trying to send some information to the world. And he liked to have a lot of fun with this, and it's more of a, he kind of liked the circus atmosphere of what he was creating.
Now this is strange. Speaking of circus, is R.C. Christian a group of people linked to 45?
What?
I don't know.
Well, this was done long time ago, I think. 120-ton relic of Cold War fears. So the Cold War was all about Russia.
Orange can also be a sacrifice card, or
Yeah.
what you feel.
Well, one of my, you know, when I pull the lover's card, I mean, a lot of times when I'm thinking of 45, it goes with Russia, the lover's card, and I pulled the lover's card reversed. That's the third card I have pulled. So it's kind of weird that you said that. And then I go, oh, okay. I think I'm sinking. I don't know if I'm swimming in this water.
See, it's not easy, is it? Yeah. It could be this guy is feeling like he needs to communicate his knowledge to all the people. But
Yes.
So there's the theory that there's a large Christian, isn't it I can't even say it.
Evangelical.
Evangelicals who sort of, did you watch The Family on Netflix? Have you watched that documentary?
No.
You may want to. It's called The Family. And it's
Yeah.
like this religious group that sort of controls government and stuff. And it's a documentary. It's not like some fabricated, somebody dreamt this. They have people talking about it. I was wondering if it's a religious group that put these stones up, which is kind of linked to 45, but I might be down a rabbit hole that's not there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just my head stuck in the ground. My big head.
Yeah. Anything to pull down 45.
Okay.
But so I pulled 8 cards in no order, just trying to get something.
Yeah.
The 4th card is a warning card, and this is the Ace of Pentacles upside down. And so he's talking about warning.
Yeah.
He also has the Page of Swords or Needles, which is taking the initiative and ambition to build this, but he's also, did he regret building it at the end? Was there some, or was there regret over the Cold War era and Armageddon, and that may be it. Who is this guy?
Yeah, I just asked what was the warning in the Georgia Guidestones, and the first thing that came up was negative government. So like corrupt government.
Yeah.
Georgia Guidestones. Let me check this out.
Well, and I'm going to ask, are the messages in the Georgia Guidestones, whatever they are, and I don't even know how we can, now I got to do a little more research into them.
So they were erected in 1980. So they were put up in 1980.
Okay.
Okay.
And the messages on there are just different languages and
a message consisting of a set of 10 guidelines or principles is engraved on the Georgia Guidestones in 8 different languages, 1 language on each face of the 4 large upright stones, moving clockwise around the structure. The languages are English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, and traditional Chinese and Russian. Do you want to hear what they say?
Yeah.
Maintain humanity under 500 million to be in balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So when I was shuffling, and my question was, are these guide stones, are they speaking the truth? The card that popped out is the King of Cups, which is all about balance, diplomacy, compassion. And when you were talking about keeping the population under 500 million, and and taking care of the planet, that gets into such a weird area for me, because we just talked about, it's in the news with all the forced hysterectomies down in Georgia.
Yes.
So now we get the government involved in it, and that's, didn't those guide stones say keep the government out of it? I'd have to go back and re-look at that, but wow. So
I'm going to ask, where did they get this? Where did he get the information to put on the stones? Like, where did this come from?
Elon Musk. Okay.
Might be a woman. They got it from their third eye. This is what they could see. This is what they wanted to tell. I think they're warning of darkness and trickery, which would be the government and being off balance with the earth.
Yeah.
Again, warning the world. And then there's a female. So RC Christian could be a woman or a group of people. Religious people, obviously.
Huh. Yeah. So I'm getting a woman too, because I got the Empress card, and I got that. And it's interesting. I got the Emperor card. The first card I pulled that's at the center is the Emperor reversed, and the outcome is the Empress. So just huge, powerful energy coming in, that is giving us the possibilities to accomplish world events, to turn the world right side up again. So and yeah, I got too that that this information is coming from their third eye, from their inner journey. So and it's all about letting go, hope. It's about I think it's about our inability to adapt and to change. I think that's where it's stemming from, that we're just kind of lost in the world, and this Empress was trying to give us was trying to straighten out the world a little bit.
Yeah.
With all the different possibilities and the information that she was getting from her third eye, from spirit, from
wherever she got it.
Wherever. Yeah.
So I think she was seeing people destroying the planet, destroying themselves. She was worried about a big Armageddon happening.
Mm-hmm.
She's worried about corruption and people following the wrong path. So she created this, like these guide stones to offer hope in the future. And again, at the base of the deck, a gift. So she was trying to, I think it was put up for a, she felt, or he, whoever it was, but probably she, put them up for a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because, right, but that would cost a lot of money. That's a lot of money to get slabs and have them engraved and
have it all secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got a sense too from the cards that to be careful with the interpretation.
Yeah.
So interesting. Are we still swimming? Or
I was gonna say, would you ever swim in the pool again? How did you feel?
I feel okay, a little wet behind the gills, but
Okay.
I didn't choke. So I mean, I'm still alive, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good. All righty. I think that's all the questions I have written down anyway.
Let's see. Well, should we do one last Georgia Guidestones? Monarchy, we did that. Elon Musk.
So
you had mentioned Putin.
Yeah, I did. Somebody asked about Putin and said, will Putin be there for him? I'm assuming Trump when he loses, because Putin doesn't like loss. He has his own problems in Russia, especially if their economy tanks.
Yeah.
I don't know where all this money's coming from, to tell you the truth.
Money's a concept anyways.
It's just.
Money's just a concept.
Yeah.
They're just printing it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, look, here's $1 trillion. Here's $1 billion. Here's 40 trillion. What are you even talking about?
Yeah. You know, and they're talking about going back to the gold standard. And I'm like, whoa, that's another question for another time. What would that do?
Mm.
All right. Well,
all right. So we're going to read on Putin and 45's relationship.
Okay.
Sort of what's to come.
Right.
What's to come.
Yeah. What is the future of Putin and 45's relationship? And I'm not even going to put the thought into the question, of when he loses, just
what is their relationship? Yeah, future.
Yeah, just the future. Just the future.
Very interesting. So I have Mr. Putin here.
Wow.
And guess what comes in between Putin and 45? Two people. Biden.
Ooh.
And Pelosi.
Ooh.
They come in between him, and this is 45 upside down. So 45 lose. Let's see, nobody's sitting with 45.
Oh.
Everybody's gone, and he was upside.
Oh, is he eating all that food by himself?
And at the top is Putin being like, I made a terrible mistake. Like regretting, like, why did I put in all this
Yeah.
effort and now it's nothing. And he leaves them high and dry at the end.
Oh, all right. Well, let me keep. Oh,
I kind of like this lay. I like these cards. I like that story. That's good.
yeah. Yeah. See. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let me see what I got here. Well, it started off with the Hierophant and Putin and Trump's relationship, and I'm getting just more news coming out about their relationship, because that's the Queen of Cups on top. That's bringing some new information to the surface. It's got to be about money and their relationship. This is the Three of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck. It's got a lot of dark energy feel to it, but this is all the people, the inner workings of the people with Donald Trump. And again, in the near future, showing the interconnectedness of all the money. So with these two cards, they just complement each other with news coming out about the interconnectedness of them all, and it's a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
it's going to drive them apart. All the stuff that comes out that's why you got Putin, Biden, Pelosi, Trump. So they're going to like end their relationship.
Yeah, and here's the moving on card. Yeah. You know, as we keep getting it, and with news and battling, and there's nothing good being stabbed in the back with 10 swords, which is, you know, he's one for showing strength, but it brings him the tower moment and big loss. So
I just snuck into the base of the deck a little further. So he was the magician behind 45.
Yeah.
This is going to come to light with the sun. Look at that, being stabbed in the back. Like there's going to be more revealed.
Yeah.
Putin's going to try to slink away. There's going to be a search for him and 45, and then bam. Oof. I got the tower too.
Yeah.
Well, their relationship, this could be both of them here too.
Yeah.
Boom. That's pretty wild.
Yes, it is.
Well, they only like each other if they can get something, right? So once that's over, it's over. It's not like it was a friendship. Like they weren't real friends.
No, it's a business arrangement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. So do you want to pull a card for everybody watching today?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
All right.
Okay.
2 big heads pull cards for people.
I'm using big cards too.
What's the big head message today? Let's see.
Walking away.
Everybody today. got an interesting one, and I think it's apropos.
Yes.
Recovery. Recovering
Oh,
from the big news yesterday about
yeah.
our RGB, but her still there with the key, giving everyone the key.
Nice.
Her spirit still there, and not to be afraid
Nice.
as
Nice.
everyone recovers from this.
Right. So I got coming apart in reversed. So I'm going to just put this back up so y'all can see that. So to me, what this is suggesting is that we really have to be careful that we're not pulling ourselves apart. We need to come together in a unified message to make sure that we're not going to keep coming apart. So whatever it takes, and in thinking of Ruth and her passing, she wanted, I believe, people to come together and to have a higher purpose. And so that's what we need to keep, that image of coming together in our minds instead of coming apart.
Absolutely. That's very nice. What deck is that? It's beautiful.
This is the Enchanted Map.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like this.
Yes.
It's a good one.
Very nice. Well, what a pleasure to read with you today.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you.
Let's put our heads together. Here, move into camera.
All right. Big heads together.
Big heads together. So much fun. Thanks everybody for watching.
Thank y'all. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye-bye. Peace and love.